Queenslanders are being warned to prepare for more wild weather and a wet Christmas, with up to 500 millimetres of rain expected to be dumped on coastal regions from Bowen to Gladstone. Emergency authorities are urging residents to take precautions for the possibility of more flooding across the already saturated state. Residents in the north are warned there'll be strong winds as well as heavy rainfall, and adding to problems are king tides, which are exacerbating local flooding in low-lying areas.
Tidal flooding caught some car owners off guard, the level rising quickly. The warning signs weren't enough to deter some drivers, but the government's urging Queenslanders to think about the next set of weather conditions.
There is no doubt that we are all in for not only a wet Christmas, but a very wet Christmas.
And that means preparing for a possible deluge across coastal regions.
Somewhere between 300 and 500 mils over the next 3 to 4 days in the area from Bowen to Gladstone. 500 mils of rain in 3 to 4 days is an awful lot of rain.
I think everywhere bar around about the Channel country is probably going to see some rain over the Christmas New Year break.
Communities across the state are already saturated, but the Bureau predicts to brace for more flooding.
The flooding is going to be continuing some of the inland rivers. They'll just stay in flood for quite a few months now. We'll probably see some local flooding along the east coast.
And it's those kinds of conditions concerning emergency workers. SES volunteers have been told they could face a Christmas away from home.
If you're individually affected by floods, it's a major catastrophe, and we've got to try and get ready to deal with that as we go on.
With the wet conditions set to continue across most of Queensland, authorities are pleading with residents to stay safe in and around waterways.
We have seen 20 people die in flooding-related deaths in the last 2 flood seasons. Let's not see any more this Christmas.
It's not the water you can see, it's what's happened to the road underneath it and what's being washed down the stream that causes the problems. And people really have got to get that message somehow.
Finding alternative routes in Brisbane could prove a challenge for commuters. The CityCat services have been called off tonight because of a build-up of debris in the swollen Brisbane River. Natalie, Poyhonen, ABC News.